everybody, and welcome to MangaPod. We are a weekly podcast in which we all get together after we read all or part of a manga, and then we discuss it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. This week we are discussing Gabriel Dropout, volumes 1 through 3, chapters 1 through 27. I am Erin of Happily Erin, your host, and with me are two of my three lovely co-hosts as well as a very special guest. We'll go around and introduce ourselves, starting with Dodger.
Hi guys, I'm Dodger. I feel like every single time we do MangaPod, the format of how I introduce myself is, hi, I'm Dodger, and I'm delighted to talk about blank. Pretty much every time. So, hi guys, I'm Dodger, and I'm delighted to talk about Gabriel Dropout.
I was going to say, why are you changing it now? Don't stop. Don't quit.
I mean,
Keep
I
going.
guess I should just commit to it, right?
Mhm.
Just lean in harder.
Nah, Dodger. Be you. Like, change the game if you feel like that's what needs to happen.
No, never change. Stay consistent.
Oh no, I don't know what to believe.
It's like there's an angel and a devil on your shoulder.
Oh!
Yeah.
But who is who?
Oh.
Applicable
Good
to the manga of the day.
My name's Lou, and I'm from Lou Talks Anime. What up? Looking forward to talking about this manga.
I'm Rose from SimplyRose. Sorry for the horrible quality. My laptop hates me, so I'm on my phone. But
Dang. Thank you so much for still coming on with us, even though you're having laptop problems.
I'm happy to be here. All the excitement, so I had to come.
Good. Awesome. We're happy to have you. If you guys have never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we like to do is give you a short spoiler-free description of the manga that we read, aka a summary, and then we'll give you our spoiler-free recommendations, whether we think you should spend time going to read this manga or not. That way, if this sounds like something you're interested in and you don't want to be spoiled by the time we get to spoiler section, you can take your leave, go and read the manga, come back and watch this on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/happilyerin, where the previous MangaPods are hosted. We do ask that nobody post any spoilers in chat until we get to the spoiler section, and at that point, do not post anything past what we read, which once again was chapter 27. So thank you very much. Don't be a rotten bacon butt. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Spoiler-free description. Rose, do you mind reading it?
Yeah, so upon passing a school in heaven, graduating angels are sent down to earth, where they must learn about humans and guide them towards the correct path in order to become true angels. However, Gabriel White Tenma, the top angel in her class, becomes addicted to video games upon arriving on Earth, and turns into a complete slob as a result. The story follows Gabriel along with other angels and devils who have descended to Earth as they attend high school.
Perfect. That's a much better description than what I read last week. And I was like, I don't know what this is even really talking about.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for reading that. Let's do spoiler-free recommendations. How do you guys feel? Can you recommend this? What are your spoiler-free feels? Let's do it.
I want to go first.
Yeah.
I have a very strong opinion about this. I saw the first episode of the anime, and it does everything the manga does, only 1,000,000 times better. It's great. I love the anime. The manga is okay. I would say, if given the choice between both mediums, I would suggest watching the anime. I know I only have one episode of experience with it to base this opinion on, but I'm familiar with the work that the studio does. For those that are remotely curious about it, the name of the studio is Doga Kobo, and they did Genkin Shoujo Nozaki-kun. They did Love Lab. I think they did Yuri Yuri. So they have a lot of experience with this genre, and they always knock it out of the park. So I think the manga is okay, but I'm going to probably just not continue reading and just watch the anime.
I have not seen any of the anime, and I thought that this was much funnier than I thought it was going to be. A lot of things about it were totally different from what I expected, and I enjoyed reading it. Like, the whole time that I was reading it, I enjoyed it. I think it went super fast. It's a really simple, just cute read. So yeah, I would recommend it. As somebody who hasn't seen the anime and can't say, like, the anime's better, manga's garbage, I thought that the manga was really cute.
I definitely agree with Lou about the whole, like, I liked the anime a lot better just because I felt like I liked the manga as well and I liked reading it. It's just I felt it was more choppy for me to read rather than in the anime. I felt like it flowed better just for like my personal. But like I do really enjoy the manga and I would definitely recommend it because I was definitely laughing out loud at some points and like people were looking at me and but I liked it, so I would recommend it.
Awesome. I would recommend it for people who enjoy fast, like very short, quick comedy. In the same vein of like Daily Lives of High School Boys and Kokore-san.
Yeah, this is not a deep manga, guys.
No, you're not. It's not. It's very. It's very like not one note, but it has the one joke, and it's just playing off of that. Like,
Yeah.
And so it's very similar in the vein of those, and also like how I felt about those, in that I can't marathon those, just because when I get too much of those too quickly, it kind of lessens my enjoyment of it, and so I think. There was a lot of this that I found really funny and I did enjoy, but there was also times where I was like, okay, this joke again, or okay, this reaction again, like that kind of a reaction, like feeling. And so I think it's one that I am going to enjoy watching the anime of weekly or just like here and there. And I haven't watched the anime yet, but I can tell just from the oh no, Rose, there we go.
Sorry.
I'm
back.
Just knowing the studio of the anime and the anime studio and how good they are at slice of life comedy, I think I will enjoy this as an anime much more than I enjoyed it as a manga. But I still thought it was really cute in a lot of different ways and really funny at a lot of different parts as well. So I do recommend it if you enjoy any of the anime or manga that I just mentioned. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into spoilers section. 5, 4.
Oh. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe God is God.
God is probably God.
I mean, they all acknowledge that God exists in this.
Yeah, exactly. I think God is probably God. Though, if we go off of how the angels act, I have to wonder how God truly is compared to like how the demons act and how like what is Satan really like is the true question.
Satan's probably a really chill dude.
Is Satan the nicest? And God is just conniving. Like he's just like
Yeah, I was glad that I know that this is near the end of what we read, but I was glad that they finally introduced us to a nice angel because I was like, this is so silly. Like all of the angels are fucking terrible people.
I agree. Let's go ahead and start with the question that we usually start with, which is, what were you expecting before reading this manga? Dodger, I know you kind of already touched on what you were expecting, but if you guys want to go a little bit deeper, if you have any other thoughts.
Yeah, I thought Gabriel was gonna be a dude, and then it was a lolly girl. I was like, oh shit!
Wait,
this is a very different manga.
How?
I haven't seen any ass.
Okay.
I've never seen a trailer for the ant. I went into this completely blind. And then Gabriel is a fucking adorable, like, trash goblin. I was like, what the fuck? This is totally different from what I thought it was going to be. So
I guess if you just hear the summary, that's
an
an understandable assumption.
Gabriel goes to Earth and becomes a shut-in who plays video games all the time. I was like, okay, I'm imagining, like, Welcome to the NHK, but with angels and devils. Not what I got.
I mean, so close, but
really similar. It was like Welcome to the NHK meets Umaru-chan, and then like angels and devils in there. I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of Umaru-chan, that's basically what my expectations were going into this. I didn't think there would be interactions with other celestial beings. You know, I expected this to be very much Gabriel interacting with just other humans, and we haven't really seen a lot of that. It's just been her interactions with other angels and demons, and I'm curious how this story is going to evolve to incorporate the human element of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I totally thought it was a dude, too.
Thank
You're not the only one. I thought it was a guy. I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie. But still, yeah, definitely thought it was a guy. And I, for some reason, thought that she was gonna be the only one there. Like, she was like the chosen one. And like she was gonna be the only one there, and it'd just be like human interactions, but we really haven't seen like any human interactions at all.
Yeah, aside from like
the
the
student rep.
class
Oh yeah.
Yeah, class
Yeah.
president. I expected, I read the description for last week, and like I said, it gives the very like core concepts, but I was expecting it to be deeper. I don't know why. I was like, I even saw like Gabriel being a super cute little lolly girl, and I was like, oh, she's so cute. But I, for some reason, still thought there was gonna be more. But there really wasn't. The substance, I mean, there's no like deep moment where you're just like, my feels. There's really none of that. It's just pretty. It's like everything's like a gag and funny.
I mean, we got plenty of that with Tetsugaku Letra, though.
Oh no,
So I
I'm
think
not
this is
saying,
a nice transition.
No, I'm not saying that I'm disappointed. I'm just saying that that's what I was expecting. That's not at all what happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the chapter where she woke up and she was like, I can't move my body, I'm paralyzed. I was like, holy shit, this is when shit's finally gonna start going down. She's paralyzed by a demonic force. Oh my god, there's a demon who actually acts like a demon. And then it turned out that she was just like, my buzzer's going off, but I can't make myself get out of bed. And I was like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but tell me that little scene wasn't super relatable, though.
It was.
Oh, it was.
I've been her.
There are what was I gonna say? There's something very endearing about when a show about cute girls has all of the girls be like pretty much jerks. Like there's like one who's not, but having like most of the girls just be like huge jerk offs, but like it just makes it that much funnier. I feel like it's just so hilarious when she's just, especially the part, I think the one that made me laugh was when she kept threatening at the New Year's celebration, when she kept threatening to use the horn to signify the end of the world because she wanted all of the humans to like worship her. So funny. Which is like completely different from what you usually see with an angel.
Yeah.
And the fact that she faked the entire way through angel school so that she could like get to Earth and just be a total lazy
Be an
butt.
asshole.
An asshole.
Oh, and her poor little Kohai showed up being like, I can't wait to see Gabriel again.
No, and then she runs into her, and she automatically assumes like she's a Yankee. She's a super crazy delinquent. That she's a class A threat. You know.
She doesn't even recognize her because her hair's like a little messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how it takes like makeup and like hairstyling products for her to be like, oh yes, that is her.
It's her, really.
Yes.
And the part where they're telling Satan, what was her name? Satan.
Satania or whatever.
Yeah.
When they were telling her about how the main demon and Gabriel met, and there she's like, I can't picture Dema as being this sweet angel. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. She's like, I could not have survived that era. It's too gross.
Yeah.
It's too funny. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot of like deep substance to
No,
to
it is you're right. It is kind of hard to talk about it because it is the same gag kind of over and over again, which again, because the chapters went by so fast, I was fine with it. I was just like, yep. Oh, Gabriel, you just want to be at home playing video games, and oh, you sweet demon girl, you don't know how to be mean. And like it was just the same trope over and
Satania,
over.
you're challenging Gabriel again. Oh,
Yeah.
you.
Oh, Raphael, you're like kind of a sadist. I'm not quite sure what's going on with
Oh,
you.
I love
yet, but-
Raphael.
Dude,
Raphael's
when
great.
I was so confused because when she was first introduced, I thought she was Gabriel. And I was like, why is Gabriel's personality so different all of a sudden? I was
She's so mischievous.
like, what happened? Is this before she got lazy? I don't understand what's going on.
Speaking of her introduction, I love that whole, no, you need to communicate your feelings to the dog. You need to talk
Yes.
dog. And she just gets
Oh my
Titania
god,
to just
she's,
start barking. And
she's
it's so good.
such a troll. Like, she's
Yeah.
such a troll. So
I just
funny.
love how like Satania's so innocent though. Like she's like a devil, but at the same time she's so innocent because she'll like believe anything. She'll be like, okay, like yes, that sounds like that makes total sense. I'll start barking like a dog. And it's like, oh, sweetie.
She's like, yeah, no,
Don't.
that's logical. Though somebody
Yeah.
told me it, so I gotta believe it. The
Yeah.
Christmas episode or scene.
Oh my god, when they just kept trying to distract her with frivolity so that she wouldn't be thinking about the fact that it's supposed to be Jesus' birthday.
And slowly she was like, wait, birthday.
forgetting
Christmas
something.
cake with chocolate. Okay, I'm fine.
Oh god.
Raphael, I think if I was to compare her to another anime character, not quite as much so because it's like the anime that he's in is obviously a little bit more serious at parts. But Izaya is what I
I
kept
knew
thinking.
you were gonna say Isaiah.
But it's exactly who I kept thinking of every time she did shit. I was like, you're such a troll. You're a big troll. Izaya would be proud of you.
Are they supposed to be in high school? It is high school,
Yeah,
right?
it's high school.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah.
They're all so itty bitty. It's so hard to tell in anime
They
sometimes.
are very cute little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like middle school, high school.
I loved the coffee shop guy so much.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like
He's-
sweet, poor sweet man.
Oh,
And I would feel bad for him every time, like, they would kind of just brush off his coffee.
oh my god, yeah. Oh, he was so proud of it too.
Yeah, that's why I was happy we had the payoff of how do you say her name? Wine? Ween?
Gwen.
Well,
It got
In the
changed.
my anime list is calling her Vignette.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
it was like. It was like vignette in like the last few chapters or something.
Okay.
Like that
I think in the anime they pronounce it like Vine or like something like that, and I'm like, wait, what?
because like it's supposed to all be demons and angels. And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Right.
By the way, how coincidental that all of their names are like famous angels. That worked out so well. It's like everyone in heaven only has like 3 names. They're either
Right.
Gabriel, Raphael, some other angel.
I know. It's true.
It's pretty good. Yeah, Coffee Man, I loved him. He was so endearing. He just wanted to do right by all of the youngins.
I
Wanted to make them
know.
all happy.
Even like the list he makes for her, like of like bad things to do. Like
Yeah,
I like,
like
read it.
precious.
Still so innocent. Be late for school. Difficult. Like it's labeled level
Yeah.
difficult.
My favorite part was don't eat lunch. Might not be bad. It's just like on the list, but had a little like this might not actually be a bad thing to do.
It's a little side note. Oh gosh.
Speaking of coffee guy, I loved Gabriel's introduction to the coffee shop. Like that whole interaction of her just faking non-fluency in Japanese.
Yes.
And him just kind of like buying into, oh yeah, of course she doesn't speak Japanese. I'm not just imagining this. This is something that's been happening.
Yeah.
And he feels kind of like insensitive to that whole matter, and then the whole fact that she can only work once a week.
I was like,
He's adorable. Like if anyone is moe in this manga, it's him.
He's the
Yeah.
most moe character of
he is
all.
the most moe.
Absolutely.
It's so true.
Definitely.
He's just so the whole scene where she goes up and asks the customer what he wants to drink and she comes back and he goes ice or hot. We have so many different options of the cafe a lot. What is it? How do you
Cafe au lait.
Olay.
Yeah.
I've ordered that drink thousands of times and I still don't know how to pronounce it because I forget every single time. But when she comes up and she says it's that, and then he goes to ask the customer for confirmation, the guy's like, "I want a macchiato."
Yeah, he's like, it wasn't even a cafe au lait.
So good. Who is your guys' favorite character?
Gabriel. I don't know.
See,
For some reason, I just loved her design. I loved that she was kind of I love that she was just adorable, but didn't give a shit. It's not even that she's like always a bad person. It's that she just doesn't fucking care. And for some reason, it made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, she doesn't go out of her way like Raphael to be like a little shit. She's just
No.
like, I don't care about anything. I just
Yeah,
want to
she
sleep
really
and play
just wants
games.
to be left alone.
Yeah.
And
See-
people refuse to do it.
See, I totally get the parallels that people have drawn between her and Umaru.
Yeah.
But what I like about her over Umaru is that there's some consistency in her character. Umaru has this whole idea of like maintaining appearances at school, whereas Gabriel just doesn't care. It's very visible that Gabriel doesn't want to put effort towards anything.
Mhm.
So
I also
I like her too, but
yeah. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna put a pin in it for later because it's completely off topic about what we're talking about right now. but yeah.
I think I kind of like I love Gabriel because so relatable, right? I don't want to do
Yeah.
anything ever.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's me. I want push. I don't want to walk, and I'm like, yes, I never want to walk anywhere. So
Yes.
very relatable. But I kind of like was Satania. Is that how you
Yeah.
pronounce it?
Yeah.
Because she just tries so hard to be bad, and she's so bad at it. So,
Yeah.
and I just
I think the goof, and it happens in more like adorable anime all the time, but the goof of somebody trying to be mean or be a bad person and doing things that are so inconsequential and they don't realize it, I always think that's funny. It always tickles my funny bone.
I'm so sad because I read ahead. Just because I didn't realize I was supposed to stop at 27, so I read all that's out. And there's a chapter that's so good with her, and I was so excited to talk about it, but I can't. But just so you know, there is a chapter. I think it's like honestly like 29 or something like that. It is so
close.
good. It's so funny. So you should I'm just saying, go and read it because it's pure. It's pure beauty with Satania.
I read ahead too by accident, and like that scene, if it's the same one we're thinking of, like yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I think there's just one scene with her that's just so good.
It's so good.
It's so funny. Yeah, I adore her. She's so cute. I really like her design too. Like the little bat clip that she's going on. It's like, I'm evil.
And when she gets the opportunity to decorate the cake and she just makes it super like satanic. Like...
Yeah.
I do like that we've gotten a little bit of the class rep coming in. Just so that we have like one human that is there, and she's just trying to be so accepting of everything, but she's very confused about what's going on. She's just like the whole art chapter was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
But here's the thing for me, like I had trouble telling her and Vignette apart sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like the designs were a little too similar for me to like easily distinguish them.
I didn't because her hair is so long. I would just be like, oh, it's the girl with long black hair. Got it.
Yeah.
I do hate that though. I know that we're not on like the art section yet, but I do hate when everybody has mostly the same face and then you just have to kind of look at their hair to tell which one is which.
Yeah. And that especially happens with like the reaction faces too. Like they're all like exactly the same, and so it's just like, wait, which character? The hair? Where's the hair? Okay, I know which character is reacting now.
Yeah.
And also,
And then the next chapter they put it in a
Typically, the hair
ponytail and
is
you're like,
on top of the head.
yeah,
So.
no. And that also not even just like the reaction faces, but sometimes the exclamations about when a character does something, and they're like, oh, what? It's totally different. Why are you saying that way? Sometimes I'm like, wait, which character is saying that? Because so many like they could have said it. The same character could have said it different, like exact same way as another character, too. But yeah, the art chapter. I loved that Gabriel was focusing on just the hair clip. Like that part made me laugh out loud. Where she's like draws it perfectly and so good, but it's just
like right here. Yeah, that was definitely a chapter where you knew how it was going to end. You knew that after all of that pain and suffering, the drawing was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But I was still right along there for the ride.
Yeah. It's like you just knew.
Mm.
What I was gonna say earlier that I put a pin in, was so in the first, I'm pretty sure it's the first chapter, where she tries to teleport to school, but she only teleports her underwear. Was
Yes.
really funny. I did have that like moment in the back of my mind where I was like, oh, how much fan service are we gonna get with this? Like, I was very curious about, in terms of like nudity and just like awkward shots of up the skirt and like
Right.
just underwear all the time, boob grabbing.
When was the Hot Springs episode gonna happen?
There was so minimal amounts of it. It made me so happy. I was very surprised.
It was basically non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the most that we
Totally.
got was the beach chapter,
Mhm.
and that's basically it. So
And even that, there was no like close up on every single one of their boobs. Like there was none of that. It was just them in a line wearing swimsuits, and it was so cute because they were just so excited to be at the beach. Except for Gabriel, who's like, "Bye, I'm gonna sit underneath the parachute and just hang out on my laptop."
Yeah.
And so that was very refreshing, which made me enjoy it and like appreciate that a lot. And even like there's the scene where Gabriel goes to change and like take a bath, and Vignette starts freaking out because she's undressing in front of her, and Gabriel's like, "Don't worry, we're both women, and I have the light of heaven." And it's just like
Oh my God,
glorious
the central
beauty.
part was
yeah.
so good.
As she's walking away, it's just like angelic air is just around her butt.
At
So
first, like
funny.
I didn't even notice like the bars. Like it was so like flat that I was like, oh, there's nothing there. And I'm like, oh wait, okay.
Yeah.
So funny.
And then like there was one on her butt as well as she was walking away. Like I thought that was so funny.
It was
I also
perfect.
I felt like they waited the perfect amount of time to bring back the teleportation goof too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like we had
Yeah.
a lot of chapters before she was like, "All right, I'm gonna teleport again," and of course the same thing happened basically. But
Yeah.
I was glad they
And-
brought that joke back.
I like how Satania, like I think it was her. She walks in after and she has a skirt on her head and she's like, I brought your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh,
my God.
of course you would.
Of all the people who would do it. I'm trying to think. What did you guys think about Vignette? A little bit more about her. What did you guys think about her? She tries so hard to be bad, but she's just the sweetest little demon.
But like she doesn't fight it that hard. You
Yeah.
know? She has a couple of chapters where she's like, I really should act more like a devil. But for the most part, she like is just moms everybody and is just really sweet.
I feel like she's
Like the
supposed
worst-
to be the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Most of the time, character. Yeah.
Lo- Like the worst thing she did was destroy Gabriel's room,
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the
like
very
with
start.
the cockroach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cockroach episode.
I
was
forgot
like,
about the cockroach.
like it is
But,
me. That is what
yeah,
I would
but-
do.
Aside from that, like she's totally just a motherly figure of the group.
Mhm.
Because I mean, honestly, if you look at the other three, they totally need it.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
need a voice of reason to just rein them in.
Yes, 100%. To talk about like the beach episode again, I love how yeah, is just sitting there like they're taking notes and Satania's just sitting over there listening and eavesdropping, going, I want to go, but they're not inviting me. So I don't want to tell them
Yeah.
that I want them to invite me because I don't want to seem desperate. And then Raphael goes, don't worry, guys. I'll go over and talk to her and tell her about it. And she walks up and just says, we're going to the beach. Okay, bye. And then like leaves. Just like throw it in her face. Doesn't actually invite her. Just make her feel worse about herself.
I like that Raphael, for some reason, everybody has a split second where they assume like, oh, Raphael, you messed up. Instead of, Raphael, you're a terrible person and you did that on purpose. Right? Like there's always like a split second where Raphael does something and they're like, you silly goose. Why did you do that? I'm like, because she's terrible, guys.
Horrible.
See, I'm like half tempted to say Raphael is probably my favorite character because I do appreciate the troll characters.
Yeah.
And they are
Same.
rarely executed this well. So she is a joy to watch, especially since she has such a fun target to mess with. And not just that one target, also the new angel that showed up.
Oh my god,
Yes. Oh my god, the whole chapter when they're introducing her to Satania. That was in what we read, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was like, oh. That whole chapter where she's like, "This is the girl, the demon who tainted Tenma. I must revenge. I must get revenge."
They just play old maid for an entire chapter. God damn it.
And the whole time, Raphael's just hanging out outside, just cackling to herself.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a little shit. I love her.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great.
Even like the first time when she's like, "You can lick my foot," and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Like for the melon bread. I'm like, this is how you're gonna be introduced. Great.
Perfect. Good.
Making a girl bark like a dog and then asking her to lick your feet.
Most normal of things.
What does your water bottle say?
It's supposed to say anime is trash, but I misspelled trash without even thinking about it. So it says anime is trash, and then it started leaking. So the marker just kind of.
Good.
So it says anime is trash, is what it
That's
says.
100% factual. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
good on you.
It was completely unintentional spelling it that way, and I had to live in my shame, so I just kept it. I had options to redo it, and I was like, no, I have to live with this.
No,
I'm
I have to
sorry.
just commit
I have
to this
commit to this one.
this new life of mine.
Do you guys want to talk about art? We should talk about
Sure.
art a little bit more. What are you guys' thoughts on it? We already kind of touched on how a lot of the character designs can be confused with other character designs. But otherwise, what were your guys' feelings about it?
They cute.
They real cute.
They
Yeah.
super cute.
All of them
All
are
the cute.
Like I like the uniform design, and I like that the fact that they wear their clothes differently reflects who they are in the story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like specifically how Vignette had that one little section where she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna unbutton my jacket and I'm gonna pull my ribbon down,
Yeah.
you know. So I
So
like
scandalous.
that. Aside from that, the yeah, it was just very serviceable. I don't think there was any part of the art that really stood out apart from the cute designs.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it did exactly what it needed to do for like a comedy gag manga. It was very clean. The girls are all super duper cute. The facial reactions are pretty funny. Like they hit really well. It never felt they never felt out of place or like they were done too early. It felt like they hit at the right moments. And so I think it did exactly like you don't go into this manga looking or a manga like this looking for the best art of any manga. Like Vinland Saga art for this manga would make no sense. Like it would not work. It would not work. But this is very clean still for a gag manga. And like there's backgrounds and they do a good job of like adding in the scenery and like atmosphere and letting you know like where they are and stuff like that. And so I think it's a very solid art for the genre and for what it's trying to accomplish. I think it works perfectly. I just wish, like I said before, I just wish the character designs weren't as like interchangeable sometimes. Like there's still moments where I'm like, are you Raphael or Gabriel? Which one?
Yeah. I don't know. I dig it. I thought that it was super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that they weren't quite as same facey, but it didn't wind up being a problem that often. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's super just like simple and easy to read. You can always tell what's going on. I dug
All
it.
the cute.
So much cute.
So much cute. Yeah, I think like the only times that when I thought that Raphael was Gabriel, it was just like, oh, this is a flashback, and I was like, no, not a flashback. It's at the moment, but like that's the only thing. So all the cute, everything that I would want and expect from it or hope. I don't know, but cute.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you want for a cute girl gag manga. You want cute girls who have funny gags, and that's exactly like what this manga is.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
do you guys have any other moments or anything you would like to touch on? Like we said at the beginning, there's not a whole lot of like stuff, but I want to make sure you guys get everything in that you want to talk about.
I just had one like super minor nitpick that really bugged me the first chapter, and it kind of like carried throughout the entire thing just because I had that one experience.
Mm.
When they cut the power cord to the laptop and her laptop turning off.
Yeah.
That bugged the hell out of me for all 27 chapters. It did not make any sense. I hated it. Hated it. It's just one. There's another inconsistency, but this one is the one that like really like jumps at me, and I
couldn't let it go. Yeah.
no, so mad.
2 out of 10.
Worst manga
Worst
ever.
manga we've ever read on MangaPod, at least.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because like it like shut off because the cord got cut, but then
Yeah.
afterwards, I think she was like, "Oh, it's fine," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like,
But the thing is, why would it shut off? It's a laptop. Like
Yeah,
unless the
exactly.
battery is completely destroyed and it needs to stay plugged in, like the laptop that I'm using right now. Like I don't know.
It
Maybe.
would.
It's the
Maybe
power
that's the
of
case.
Satan.
Maybe I was gonna say maybe it's because it
Yeah.
was demons.
Yeah, that demon power though.
Or maybe that was like a divine message that she needs to get off her ass.
Mm.
See, that's what I thought was the whole body paralyzing thing. I thought God was being like, "Yeah, you're done here. Like, this is it for you." And I was like, "Oh, it's done. She's dead."
She's
Oh my
been
God.
called out.
That's right. I totally forgot about when her halo showed up
Oh
early on, and it was just
Yeah.
black. I was like, "Oh no, girl."
You're all like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
Yeah.
That one.
It was a little intense.
You know what? I
huh?
think that was the other inconsistency is the fact that the halo didn't stay black. Because I
Yeah.
loved her design when the halo was black. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty sick. I loved it.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was like aesthetically pleasing. I dig it. And she was like, she said the same. She was like, "Ah, I don't know. I might try it out."
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm kind of into it.
This feels a little bit more like me. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to talk about? Otherwise, we can wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings. I think I
No.
touched on all the moments that
Yeah.
stood out to me. Real good.
I think I'm good. Watch the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited to check out the anime. I'm definitely gonna do that. I think I'm trying to think rating wise. I think I'd give it a 7.
Mhm.
I think a 7 is pretty solid. Like, I was thoroughly entertained by it. The chapters are so quick and short, so I don't feel like I wasted time at all just because it's such a fast read. Like I said at the beginning in my spoiler-free recommendations, there were times where I was like, I wish I was reading this in shorter spurts just because it can get kind of repetitive at certain moments. But I really enjoyed all of the characters. I think it was really funny. It had oh, bye baby monitor. It had a lot of more moments that hit than those that missed. I really appreciated the lack of fan service in it. Like, we had super cute girls being super duper cute and not at all exploited. That's the word, right?
Yeah.
Exploited. Which I thought was awesome, especially for this genre. And so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's super cute, and I'm excited to watch the anime, definitely. So, 7.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving it a 7 as well. Cause yeah, it was just like a really easy, enjoyable read. It did exactly what it wanted to do, and I'm actually really, really excited to watch the anime because I enjoyed the manga enough that knowing that the anime is good is like, oh, sick! I can't wait to watch that then. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute, and yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'm also gonna give it a 7. I think a lot of the reasoning that I gave in the spoiler-free recommendation section, I think that really can be built or was built upon by what I said earlier. My mindset going forward is not to read more, excluding the chapter that Aaron said that we should read. But
Oh,
aside
so
from
good.
that, just focus specifically on the anime. The manga was a fun read. It was quick. I made it a point to read it in 4 chapter increments, so just 4 chapters a day, and
Smart.
I would run through that in like 20 minutes, and it was a pleasant read. At no point did I think it was a slog, and I think it's just how I paced the reading, and I think ultimately we as readers have a responsibility of deciding how we want to consume the media that we partake in. So I think 7 is a fair score given the content of the manga and the execution of its art. Which, if the art was a little bit maybe more polished in terms of its details, like there were a few panels at the beginning of certain chapters that were extremely detailed illustrations. If they were closer to that level on a more consistent basis, then the score would be a little bit higher. But for what we got, I think 7 is fair. And that's my score.
I'm gonna go with a 7 as well. What a
Yay!
Yay!
7 quad. What is it?
I enjoyed it for what it was, and like usually for like gag comedy, I'm kind of like iffy about it, but at no point did I feel like I was like forcing myself to read it, or it was just like if I wanted to stop, it was because like I just didn't want to read or I had things to do. It wasn't like I don't want to read anymore. Like this is like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
But like I actually enjoyed it. I actually laughed out loud, which is always a good thing, and I definitely probably would prefer the anime just because like I usually don't enjoy how like choppy gag anime gag manga can be, like just like the short like stories kind of thing, but like I actually really liked it. So like I definitely 7 would be my rating.
Awesome. Sweet. So we all give it a 7. 7 all around. So we think you guys should definitely go and check it out, especially if you enjoy comedy gag manga with cute little girls. Even if you enjoy manga with just cute little girls, you should go and read it because they're all super cute. So much cute everywhere. All right. I am going to read the manga, or no. I mean, I'm going to read the manga, but I'm going to read the description
hopefully
for the manga that we are reading next week. And then everybody in chat gets to guess. Okay. Oto tells the tale of a beautiful young bride in 19th century Asia. At the age of 20, Amira is sent to a neighboring town to be wed. But her surprise at learning her new husband, Kaluk, is 8 years younger than her, is quickly replaced by a deep affection for the boy and his family. Though she hails from just beyond the mountains, Amir's clan had a very different customs, foods, and clothes from what Kaluk is used to. As the two of them learn more about each other through their day-to-day lives, the bond of respect and love grows stronger.
I'm really excited to read this one.
This sounds really cute. I'm actually super excited to read this too.
When Lou was showing me like the first chapter of it and some screenshots of it, I was like,
it looks really good.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. It looks really cute. I actually really enjoy that description too. Almost did not give it away at the start. BT dubs.
Very close.
No, it's not Shiryuki.
It's not Yona.
It's not Yona. It is not Battle Angel the Boyhood Edition. So maybe
I mean,
someday
every
it should
manga
be.
that we read is Battle Angel Alita.
Is a Battle Angel arc at some point.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe it is. Oh yeah, they are getting it. A Bride's Tale. They're saying the English version. I was like, yes, we're reading a Bride's Tale or a Bride's Story, which I am seeing it many different ways. Or Otoyo Megatarari.
Yes.
So that is what we're reading next week. We are reading chapters 1 through 17, volumes 1 through 3. So we'll be checking that out. Excited to get some romance up in here. It's going to be real good. Let's go around and shout out our stuff super fast. I'm Erin of Happily Erin. YouTube channel is Happily Erin. I do weeb stuff and Overwatch. I'm going to be uploading Overwatch gameplay this week, which I'm pretty excited about because it's basically what I do with my life right now, so don't judge me. And all of the previous manga pods are also hosted on my channel. The Citrus Manga Pod, I finally got good internet, so I was able to upload it. Oh, so that made me so happy. So that will be going up tomorrow. So look out for that as well. If you want to find me on any other social media, I'm Happily Aaron all across the everything. Come and say hi to me and stuff. Please. Please.
Hi guys, I'm Dodger. You might be watching this on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/dexteritybonus. I also do YouTube at youtube.com/pressheart2continue. I do anime and gaming stuff, and I would love it if you would come and check it out. And on all the social medias, I'm at DexBonus. Thanks for watching.
My name is Lou. I'm from Lou Talks Anime. You can find me at youtube.com/Lou Talks Anime now, where I occasionally talk about weeb stuff. I'm also in a podcast called Anime Association, where my friends and I, a bunch of us, occasionally just ramble about anime related topics for an hour to 2 hours at a time. It's a fun time when it happens. And for my social media stuff, it's basically Lou Talks Anime everywhere. So yeah, come follow me and let's have a conversation.
I'm Rose from SimplyRose. That's my channel. I do a lot of anime reviews. I do figure collecting stuff, hauls, vlogs, and cosplay stuff. I also am on a podcast called the Sojo Cast with two lovely ladies, and we talk about the anime and stuff. And my social media is not consistent, but it's all on my YouTube channel, so you can find it all there.
Yeah, I went ahead and linked your channel in the chat, so they can all just follow you there.
Yes.
Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate having you.
Yeah, you were great.
Thank you so much for having me. Sorry about the phone issue and Skype and
No,
everything.
it's totally
You're
fine.
lovely.
You were great. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
How you doing, Aaron?
My water bottle betrayed me.
Oh my gosh, because you called anime trash.
I call it trade. Water is everywhere. But whatever. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight for talking about Gabriel Dropout. We will see you next week, same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Here on twitch.tv/dexteritybonus and youtube.com/happily-aaron. We will be discussing A Bride's Tale, chapters 1 through 17, volumes 1 through 3, and we hope to see you there. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.